Now, that social prescribing certainly has been something that I've been prescribed by my physio. A lot of GPs are now prescribing it across the country. Parkrun says it's a really good way to help reduce pressure on the health service. They want to expand it to all GP services. I wonder how you'd feel if you were told to get out and have a run for yourself to get rid of that niggle in your back or your shoulder or your leg. Dr. Hussein Al-Zubaydi is the Parkrun Health Partnerships lead.
Parkrun is so much more than a run in a park. Whether it's a walk or you want to do a jog, you want to volunteer, you want to even just spectate and be sort of connected with the community. I think that kind of multifaceted approach to what a parkrun event is what brings around the health benefits that we've seen in many of the studies that we've done over the last 5 to 10 years. Because you've got, yes, movement and physical activity. You've also got the community element and that connectedness to help combat social isolation and loneliness. And you've got the green social prescribing, just being outdoors in nature, we know has profound health benefits.
Being out in the fresh air, we all know it's good for you, don't you? And I actually woke up this morning to an Instagram video telling me to get out, walk more. Motion is lotion. That's the key, apparently. TV fitness expert Joe Wicks, he would contest to that, I would suppose. He's got a new project on the go, asking businesses all over the country to sign up for a movement hour, which will take place from 3 to 4 on Wednesday, the 5th of March. Don't know if you're up for this. I'm going to try and get them to do it here. I am. Joining us now, though, Emma Holl-Arvo. She's part of the Coventry and Warwickshire Integrated Care Board that uses social prescribing. Morning, Emma. How are you doing?
Good morning, Marion. Very well, thank you.
Have you done your stretches today? Have you started with your movement? Is that how it goes for you?
I try to do it in the mornings, but sometimes the kids do get in the way. So sometimes it's an evening session for me.
It's hard, isn't it? It's hard. It's so hard. Like, when is the right time? And it's just to, I guess, build it into our day as best we can. So in terms of social prescribing, it's got a fancy name, but really break it down for us. What does it mean? What is it?
So essentially, social prescribing is connecting individuals to any groups or activities, anything in the community that will have a benefit for their well-being.
Okay, so this could be, it doesn't have to be, like a parkrun may sound really, really challenging for some, but I guess the beauty of parkrun is it's not necessarily about how fast you do it, it's that you do it in a supportive community who are all trying to just improve their health and their fitness, isn't it? So what other ways are there?
Oh, there are loads of different ways that someone could just really have that positive impact on their well-being. It's really important to know what's available in your area, but also what you're interested in. So a hobby that you used to love when you were a kid, or something that you want to try that's new. It is about getting out there, trying something different, but really being around people, chatting to them, connecting with them. Those are the things that are really, just really make that impact on our overall holistic well-being.
You don't want to tell me to start a hobby I loved as a kid. I loved jigsaws. That's no good. That's not going to fix it, is it? That's going to not help me at all. When people are prescribed this, when I went to have some physio, because my back literally, and I think it was timed with female midlife, starting perimenopause, things happening in my body that I was completely out of my control and wasn't aware were happening, but I was just getting more grumpy, more miserable, more unhappy, more in pain daily. And it kind of crept up to a point where I couldn't move, couldn't lift. Like the thought of even trying to get a small bag over my head in like a locker or something, and just unachievable at all. It can suddenly creep up on you, can't it?
Yeah, it can. And it can have that real impact, like you were saying, on your mental and your emotional well-being. You're not being able to do something that, especially if you're used to doing that in the past, can sometimes knock you down a few. But it's really important to take the time and the energy to really delve into why there are those aches. Sometimes it might be that medical, physical reason. Sometimes there's other things going on. Sometimes actually it might happen the other way around, where stresses in our lives or things that we've been through in our past or currently actually might make our bodies ache. So it's really important that social prescribing element is not just what's wrong, but actually what's happening around you, what's happening, in your lives. Is there anything that's stressing you that actually might be causing those aches? And actually that's why we want to take that kind of all-rounded approach with social prescribing. Take that time to chat, to listen, to think about what's going on, and then we really can prescribe something that isn't that kind of directed only medical approach, but really that social approach of, what else could help that person.
I am much further on in my journey of pain and trying to manage it now, right? And I live with pain daily, and I sleep at night with a heated pad under my back. I have to in order to stay, I guess, mobile. And I know it sounds really, really far-fetched, but the first time I went to the physio, God love him and his assistant trainee person, I was vile, I was horrible, I couldn't be touched. I honestly, you must go through intense training to deal with people. But I think some people just don't realise, do they? And unless you've got people around you helping you to spot some of these things as well, you can be in a really difficult place. What are the things then like that you can do, really basic things? Like, I seen a thing about squatting, and literally the talk before bed last night was, can you squat? Can you do a deep squat? Because if you can't, you're in trouble when you're 80. What are the little basic things that we can start introducing as we go about our days?
I think it is just that movement. And, as we were, just hearing before, it's that getting out. You can't always do a park run, but it's that getting out. It's that walking around, about being in nature, being outside, can just do wonders for us and can start loosening us up before we even, need to think we need to go to those kind of high level exercises. So it's about thinking about what is that real person-centered approach, what is right for that person, what do they need, and then take it from there, really. We're all on separate journeys, so don't judge yourself by anyone else. It's about your own journey.
Pain's horrible, though. It changes you. It really does change you, and it is horrible, horrible, horrible. My thoughts with anyone who's living with pain and can't kind of get to the bottom of it. It's really, really nice to talk to you and hear from you as well. And you sound so gentle, if you don't mind me saying. And I've found the people who supported me on my kind of, I hate the word journey, but it is, but journey with pain in my back, just nothing but kind and understanding and supportive. And I came out of that first session going, all he did was talk to it. He didn't fix the pain, he just talked to it. And I take that back now. I take that back. I really do. But thanks so much for your time this morning. I want to share a little, thanks so much. I want to share a little about a story we're